Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Hashem, Barakah, Kadash. A double honor to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers teaching in truth and in sincerity. Hey, I'm going to make a correction statement regarding the book of Daniel. I actually had a slip of tongue 2 weeks ago. Daniel 1:8, but Daniel proposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the prince of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself. So the reason why Daniel wanted to have this case study for approximately 10 days, because he wanted to prove that basically how his countenance would be if he continued to eat the pulse. So he did not want to drink nor eat meat from the king's table. And once that case study was conducted for 10 days, it proved Daniel's point, and he continued to eat the pulse.
Hey, Shalom, man. We the Hebrew Israelites, we come out week in and week out. We prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom of America, aka Babylon, aka Egypt. And we out here for the elect of the 12 tribes of Israel, Judah the so-called Negroes, Benjamin the so-called West Indian Jamaicans, Levi the so-called Haitians, Reuben the Seminole Indians, Gad are the North American Indians, Issachar the so-called Mexicans. You have Zebulon, Guatemala to Panama, Manasseh the so-called Cubans, Simeon of the Dominicans. You have Ephraim of the Puerto Ricans, Asher is Colombia to Uruguay, and Naphtali is Argentina to Chile. These are the 12 tribes of Israel who our big brother Yahweh Shai is coming to redeem. 1/3 the elect, 2/3 is set up for the destruction, and their destruction is draweth nigh, man. We know that because we watch the current events, man. 2nd Ezra 9:1, 2nd Ezra 15. Okay. And it's a beautiful thing, man. The brother made a correction, because when you read in Ecclesiastes 19 and 16, read that first. Show it. Read Sirach 19 and 16.
This is Sirach 19 verse 16. Mm-hmm. There is one that slippeth in his speech, but not from his heart.
See, the brother made a correction, man, because he say he slipped with his speech, but right, not in his heart. That's why he corrected what he did, man. We walk in. We walk in faith, man. Okay, go ahead.
And who is he that have not offended with his tongue?
See, he ain't offended with his tongue, man. Hey, and that's what we do, man. So if you make a mistake, hey, it's easy to correct it, man. You know, I look at that as like, that's points, man. That's extra points, like, you know what I mean? So, give me the scripture.
2nd Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest parts of the signs past.
Parts of the signs past, man. We see what? Earthquakes in diverse places, man. We see chariot sightings, right? The wars are, the speaking of rumors of wars. Yeah, protests. The nuclear capability is being enhanced by different countries like China and Russia and Iran. You know, tempests are going throughout. Okay, go ahead.
It says, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Hey, he's Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai is visiting the world that he made. Give me 1 Chronicles 16 and 14. And that word visit, when you go into it, one of the definitions is punish. And that's what you see happening, man. There's been a larger fluctuation of police officers getting punished here in the last, 2 weeks? Every time you look around, the police get shot or they getting ran over. Everybody's receiving what? In this particular time, people are receiving their judgment, man. Okay?
That's right.
First Chronicles. That's First Chronicles. Right here. It's right behind this. It's right behind this.
You want First Chronicles?
16, 14. Bible shop.
This First Chronicles, chapter 6.
16.
Chapter 16, verse 6. Benaiah.
14. 16 and 14.
16 and 14.
First
Chronicle, chapter 16, verse 14. He is the Lord Yahweh, our power. His judgments are in all the earth.
See, his judgments, man. This justice is going through all the earth right now. That's why you see a lot of people are dying right now, man. Unexplained deaths, man. The brother was telling me right here in Jackson, a guy got shot in the head by another guy in another car, and they were doing like 75 miles an hour. That's a sanction hit by the heavens, man. Because you got to deal with windage and all that stuff when you driving at a high rate of speed. It takes a hell of a shot to be driving and moving. You know,
That's right.
Even a trained sniper, if a target is moving, he's not gonna waste that bullet. So how can you be driving at 75 and hit somebody directly in the head? These hits are sanctioned by the heavens. So the judgments are going out through the earth. We got
Hey, Zephaniah 3 and 5. The just Lord Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning do he bring his judgment to light. He fail not, but the unjust know no shame.
See, bring it every morning, bring it to light, man. Now, check this out. Get Psalms 78 and 49. 78 and 49.
Maybe they take on the mentality of the city they reset.
Go ahead. See, these Edomites, man, they disturbed right now, man. They pull up taking pictures. But what, they could just easily get out and come over here and deal. But they can't, man. They done, man. I don't know what to even say about these Edomites, man. You know, to the point where now they're trying to say a shooting that happened the other day is linked to the Hebrew Israelites, man. You know, and that's what we call persecution, which the scriptures speak on that. We could get those scriptures too, because that's. Go ahead.
I got one in the back.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Philippians 3 and verse 2. He said, beware of dogs, beware of evil workers, beware of concisions.
And that's Esau, man. He an evil worker, man. You know, like you had Jake, and it seems like they always. You had this movie came out called Queen and Slim about two Jakes, a black guy and a chick shot a cop, right? And they were on the run. Now this movie been being previewed for the last month or two. How about the Jersey shooting is a black guy, a so-called black guy, so-called black woman? That's how they do it. But then they pin it on saying he's a black Hebrew Israelite. We all know it's not a black thing with being an Israelite. Okay, we know that, man, because we got camps all the way around the world right now. There's guys in there that look like so-called white men.
Okay.
It's a nationality thing, okay? And we know through Rex 84 that y'all was going to, sooner or later you was going to bring it when you read Rex 84 program. At the bottom it says what? Black extremist group, black Hebrew Israelite. Y'all already said that back in the 80s, man. It just took you 30 years to do it, you know? But we know that's part of the, what? Signs past, the scriptures say. You know? Hey, the cheerleaders, man. He need to have that same energy when Yahweh Shai come back. Okay? That's what they say, man. Praise the Lord. The same one. He'll say he blessed and highly favored, man. They cheerleading, man.
That's right.
Instead of just getting out the car, coming up and seeing what's going on.
That's right.
If it was a barbecue pit going over, it was some smoke going, he would stop. Yeah. We'd have a sign or reels for sale for free, he would stop. You know?
Right.
But the truth is right here for free and they run from it. But have that same energy when your Yahweh Shai come back. Okay?
Right.
When them chariots crack the cloud, have that same energy. Praise the Lord, hey, Hebrew Israelites, have that same energy now. Okay? Good. Okay.
All right, this is real quick. It's the book of Psalm, chapter 9. So we'll start at verse 16. Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands.
He's known by the judgments, man. Hey, when a tornado come and wipe out a whole town, what do the people say? It was the hand of God. And then you don't even give Yahweh the respect. You'll say it's Mother Nature. Okay? But you know, you screaming on that name when your whole house lifting up off the ground. Okay? So, hey, man, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is strategic in his hits, man. Psalm 78 and 49.
It's the book of Psalm 78, verse 49. He casts upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation and trouble.
Indignation, that's righteous anger, man. Okay, go ahead.
And trouble by sending evil angels among them.
See, he sent those evil angels among you. The Lord has hitmen, man. Okay? And when these hitmen come to do a job, it's going to get done. Sometimes it's in the worst way. Sometimes it's simple. Sometimes it's unbelievable. You know? Sometimes it's really unbelievable, man. You know?
That's right.
Remember years ago when somebody had an accident on the highway and they bodies went up on the highway sign?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you explain that to a regular person?
Yeah. And I saw one where I was in China. Dude was coming off an interstate about high as that building. He was coming around the curve and the car just lifted up off the ground and went over and fell 50 feet down. Like it was going around the curve. Like somebody picked it up, pushed it over. Hey man, that's the Lord, man. That's the way you bring that judgment, man. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See, now that even I am he, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make it alive.
See, the Lord kill and he make it alive, man. Go ahead.
I wound and I heal.
He wound and he heals, man.
Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
So when it's time for you to go, hey, when the Lord put the sanction out, boom, I need that spirit, you got to go. You know what I mean? On that second, that minute, or whatever that day is, you got to go. Ain't no bargaining.
That's
You
right.
don't even know what's going to happen.
That's right.
Okay? It's what it's called, a sanction hit from the heavens, man. Happens out of nowhere, man. You know? You riding along, hey, you looking around, next thing you know, you look up, you running up on the 18-wheeler. It be happening like that for some people. You know? I always say cats who ride motorcycles, they got a death wish anyway. Especially when you ride 80, 90, 100. Well, I ain't gonna say 80, 90, that's on the average gear. They be riding 130. Bobbing and weaving. You know? That's like a death wish.
And I can say this, man. The church I used to go to, the preacher would always say, get right with the Lord before he comes back. You know, get right with the Lord before he comes back. And that's true, you need to get right with the Lord before he comes back. But you need to get right with the Lord, period, man, because the Lord judgment go out daily, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you might wake up tomorrow and get hit by a truck. You know what I'm saying? Or when you go to sleep, you might not even wake up no more.
That's why I make no terror.
Come. So every day, every breath you breathe, man, you need to be getting right with the Lord, praying, asking for forgiveness, man. You may receive mercy.
That's right.
Yeah, that's Psalm 72.
Yeah, Job 19 and 22.
Job 19 and 22.
Because, amen, hey, Esau, you know these sanction hits go out, that's just one of the things that, you know, we deal with. But Esau right now, what he's trying to do right now is paint a picture that and destroy our character. We come out here all truth and sincerity and pushing the truth, man. The truth that's been given to us on high and taught to us by apostles. These Edomites are trying to destroy our character because why? When you really look at it, the blessing wasn't given to him. Okay? He's not a part of this kingdom that's coming up. He's a part of it, but he's going to be working. So he's angry because just the mere fact of us out here reading scriptures is destroying their society.
That's right.
And they're going to try to destroy us. 12 and 12. Go ahead. Read what you got.
This is Job chapter 19, verse 22. Why do ye persecute me as power and are not satisfied with my flesh?
See, you're not satisfied, man. Esau, hey, when they'll overkill you if they could. That's what they coming. When you go to persecute, when you go that word persecute, it's going to probably go into what? Suffering, right? To pursue. Okay.
Because how does he pursue you? Through his media.
Yeah.
Right now, that's the main tactic. You know, through media, such as movies, such as the news and things of that nature. Because like what the elder is saying, also, he assassinates your character. And once you label a person as a terrorist, you label a person as a rapist or a murderer, so on and so forth, what happens? then now you don't want to hear what that person got to say because automatically he's doomed because of the stigma you have placed on him.
That's how you know that media is witchcraft, man. You know what I'm saying? Because people who you might work with, they be like, you know, they probably think you cool or something like that.
Yeah.
And once we start being on news like that, they're going to automatically believe that shit. No, we ain't got nothing to do with no damn terrorist threats.
Right.
You know?
Been out here since the 70s, up until now, and nothing has happened. Nothing has transpired. But you know what? Apostle Sahar did a video about what's that Jake name on CNN? Roland Martin. It's a lot of Jakes on the comment board saying that shit sounds like it's staged, how they're trying to take us down, man. You got Jakes that now are saying that it doesn't make sense. This is not adding up. Well, I've seen these people out there on the highways and the byways, and nothing has happened. They don't appear to be aggressive or anger or irritated. No, we're teaching the truth. Just because we teach the truth, that doesn't mean that basically we're finna harm you. No, we know that Yahweh Shah has to lead everything, man. You know, but what you do is you insult us, you defame us because of that. Now you can plan your attack to come and haul us in by identifying us as terrorists, man.
Hey,
I got one.
Through all spirit of truth, man. We come out here, we try not to even use rude speech if need be. So, you know, we ain't like no terrorists, man. Esau, you the main terrorist, man. You look that word up, man, it fits Esau. You Edomites, man.
You know, that's the same way they did 9/11 to the said they crashed in
the Apostle. When they crashed in school.
Same shit.
Go ahead.
I got one for you. Job 13 and verse 4. But ye are all forgers of lies. Forgers of lies. Ye are all position of no value.
See, y'all forged the lies, man. That's your MO, man. You paint a false narrative when it comes to this truth, man. You can't. It's not in you to tell the truth. Okay, it's not bred in you. The truth ain't bred in you. You're a thief. You're a liar. You're a murderer, right? Accuser. You know,
right.
You're all the above, man. Okay. Go ahead.
All right, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 10, and verse 2. The wicked in his pride do persecute the poor.
Wicked in his pride, right? In your heart, you persecute the poor. The Negroes, the Latinos, and the Native Americans. You read in the scriptures, there's two main characters in the Bible, man. Esau and Jacob, man. And when you go back to that blessing, what did Esau say? Now the days of my father at hand, now I'm going to what? Slay my brother Jacob, man. And that's what you're doing, man. You know? Every time you look where a tribe at, is some kind of mistreatment or persecution being done by Esau, right? And it ain't gonna stop, man, until Yahweh Shah come back, man, and set the right order up. You get that. Go ahead.
The wicked in his pride do persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Let them be taken in your what? New World Orders. Okay, you're gonna be taken in that. You trying to usher in this chip. When you try to usher that in, hey, the Lord, Yahweh Shah, is going to bring that nuclear destruction on you, man. Go ahead.
And it says, for the wicked boast of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous, whom the Lord abhorred.
Boast your heart's desire, man. Hey, when y'all together and y'all seeking counsel, man, all y'all try to do is bring what Israel being no more remembrance. You boast about the number of prison houses that you have in the world. You know, you boast on how much money you have and what we don't have. But that's the pride of a devil, man. Okay? But all this is finna change, man. It's finna flip, like it's finna do a 180, man. It's gonna be out of nowhere too, man. It speaks of that in Job 20 chapter. Go ahead.
I got one. Psalm 64 and verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They consume of land snares privily.
Y'all always laying traps, man. Privately. Yeah. Y'all always laying traps for the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All the way down to your slave patrol. Y'all hide in corners to try to see if we not turning our signal light on. That was part of the movie. Why you stop me, officer? You failed to turn signal. You drive a little bit erratically.
Right.
It's always a trap, man.
Bait cars.
Yeah, bait cars.
Yeah. Leave the car running and say, "Let's watch when these poor niggas get it."
Yeah.
Of course he gonna get it. He's a hungry Jake, man.
You know the new thing they got now? They have a cell phone laying down. You take the cell phone, they got an instrument that'll shock the shit out of you. You know, Jake be putting it in their pocket and start shocking them and shit. They always got some trap for Jake, man. You know?
Right. Matter of fact, if I can just say this,
Go ahead, brother.
the scriptures tell you about a thief who's stealing to feed his soul. You know what I'm saying? It tell you not to even kill the man. You know, just make him work to pay it back. Well, what does Esau do? This man trying to give you jail time and everything, man.
They said, who shall see them? They said, who shall see them? You know what I'm saying? I mean, they just like Batman. You know what I'm saying? They always in the darkness. You know, doing all types of wickedness for Jakes, man.
Psalms 83 tell you that they what? They take crafty counsel.
Crafty counsel, that's right.
They take shrewd counsel constantly, and then they make a what? A covenant, which is a pledge, an alliance with each other to come and destroy us, man. And it gives you the tabernacles who are doing that. And what? Who are the first tabernacles? It's Edom, man. Adawamnu, man. So-called, who you know be the so-called white man. You know? You are taking his counsel against us, man. But it's all spiritual, man. Because you lost your blessing.
That's right.
You know, because you, matter of fact, because you had no patience, man. You have zero patience. To the point where you said, look, I don't even want the birthright, I'm so hungry. Just add a little patience, man. You know? That's how we cook. We let it simmer for a while, but you wanted it right away. You had no patience. You know, none at all, man. Nah. Yeah. We call it caramelized.
Yeah. This Psalm 7 and 16. It says his mission shall return upon his own head.
See, but the evil that you're doing is gonna return upon your own head, man. Thus said the Lord in the Bible. You know?
And his violent dealings shall come down upon his own pate.
Them violent dealings are gonna come down upon you, man. That you bringing against us. Lord told you in Job, man. How right when you think your belly's gonna be full, it's gonna flip on you. You know, go to hit 5 on that same chapter 2, verse 5. Hit that one. Yeah, hit that one.
It says Psalm 75.
Jeremiah 17.
It said, "Let the enemy persecute my soul, and take it. Yea, let him tread down my life upon the earth."
See, and hey, it's like, come on, bring it on, man. Because the quicker you make this happen, the quicker we're gonna inherit this kingdom, brother.
That's right.
So hey, we welcome you to bring the persecution. Like, really, you know, all we doing, we being prepared. We're preparing ourselves for it to be able to endure through these hard times that are coming.
Right. That's
Okay.
right.
Like we went over in the class, we're being able to adjust and adapt to these situations that are about to happen and what you're about to bring.
That's right.
Okay.
It says, "And lay my honor in the dust."
And they gonna lay your honor in the dust, man. You know, look what they doing, saying, trying to make it seem like we part of a New Jersey shooting. We're affiliated. So they gonna bring that on all of us, man. Like, check these guys out. They think they so righteous, but look, they shooting down bodegas. Nah, that ain't us, man.
Oh, that's right.
That's just a regular Jake who had a beard. I'm gonna tell you, the girl looked like a girl who I seen in a YouTube hood movie. Like, I had to go back and look at the movie and see was it her. Yeah, it looked like I hadn't seen her before. Like, come on, man. She ain't come on, man. Esau, y'all done, man.
Like they snipped the scene from the movie and photoshopped it.
Yeah, because I'm telling you.
Fake shooting.
You know?
Hey, also, Elder Kazaka posted some info too about like the stage stage shootings and things of that nature, because that shit really didn't happen, man. Like, I mean, if you are awakened, you understand, man, what's going on. And even people that are not per se in the truth, man, just follow the pattern, man. All right, you know, shit doesn't make sense when you compare and contrast people that's been out here for 30 years plus and on down, and this has never happened in the history of Esau. But all of a sudden, you know, shit is beginning to happen. Why? Because we're at the foot of your rulership, man.
That's right.
And you're going down, and you can actually see the transition and taking place, but it's all from a spiritual perspective.
That's right.
And even the dude, when you see the two Edomites, that was reported, the one that was on the left, they had the snow falling on their head. The one that was on the left, he the same one, like 8 months ago, was the head of the task force doing the joint training. The same dude, man.
That's right.
Like, it's the same dude, you know?
Christ is out.
Yeah.
All in the shape.
Yeah.
The whole place ain't even there no more.
Read that.
This is Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5.
Started what?
Started one.
Started one, yes.
This is Ezekiel chapter 35, started verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir.
Set thy face against Mount Seir. Mount Seir represents who? Esau. Okay, just like Zion represents Israel, Mount Seir is synonymous with Esau. Okay, go ahead.
And prophesy against
He
it.
said prophesy, say before, against him. And that's what we come out here doing, because this is his kingdom. When you go back and look at like the different empires, right? From the Egyptian Empire, the Persians, the Babylonians, they always had prophets that prophesied against those kingdoms before they went down. The Greek Empire, the Roman Empire. Now we're in America. So it's only right that we out here prophesying. This ain't nothing new, man. Ecclesiastes, the first chapter. Ain't nothing new under the sun. And the same persecution they brought on them men, they're gonna do to us, man. You know? Another cheerleader, man. They might as well get pom-poms and stand right there in the street.
That's
Man,
right.
Jake know cheerleaders, man. They know right what we doing. Their spirit is right, and they should be here. But like we were saying, hey, they are caught up in the cares of this world, man. They're seeking these corruptible crowns. So hey, boom, you know there it is. Yeah. What'd you say, brother?
Oh no, it's basically how demons stopped preaching, stopped doing the work with Apostle Paul, because he cared for their present world. And if demons is back in this setting, he's going to do the same thing. Why? Because history repeats itself because of the process of reincarnation.
That's right.
Well put.
And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh our power, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee.
See, the Lord is against the Edomites, right? He said it in Malachi, the 1st chapter, right? He said it in Romans, the 9th chapter. He said he hates you. He abhor you. So hey, the Lord hates Mount Seir, he hates you Edomites, man. Yeah. So hey, when he said he gonna turn that violence against you, that's what he's gonna do. Okay, go ahead.
I will stretch out my hand against thee.
He's gonna stretch out your hand against thee, what? In famine, pestilence, martial law, thermonuclear destruction, then race riots, and then when the men of the Lord who obtained the spiritual power come out of New Jerusalem, Revelation's 21st chapter, guess what? We're going to stretch out his hand some more. Psalms 149, 6, 7, and 8. You're going to bind your kings with chains and your nobles with fetters of iron.
That's right. That's right.
Go ahead.
And I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste.
He's going to lay your cities waste. America, man. This is your when he said we would come and build the desolate places, you came back and built Petra right up again in the midst of this Egypt. And the Lord gonna make it desolate, man. He gonna lay it down with that fire, that thermonuclear destruction. Go ahead.
And thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh.
You're gonna know that he's the Lord Yahweh. You're gonna know that the Lord did it. You're gonna know that he's doing it when he do it, and you Edomites that's on the other side of the world gonna know that the Lord had a hand in doing it. You're gonna know that he used men to do it. Go ahead.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Thou hast had a perpetual hatred, a continual hatred. Cain, spirit of Cain, Esau. Every time y'all, even when we not even in rule, you hate us, man.
That's right.
You even help the Babylonians out to keep us down, man. Now that you in charge since what Renaissance period, you laying sore strokes on Israel, bro.
That's right.
And yeah, you my brother. That's why I say brother. You our brother. But like the brother just read in Psalms, man, it's gonna flip on you. It's gonna turn on you. You know. That's Galatians what 6? Colossians 3:25. Go ahead.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by force of the sword.
By force of the sword, man. Hey, that transatlantic slave trade was rough, man. How you was packing jakes in there, man.
That's right.
Throwing them over the boat. You know, got over here. They said Columbus didn't drop his sword for hours in and hours out. You know, you came over here with that slick ass tongue. Your words smoother than butter, but what was in your heart, man? And you killed us, man. And you continue to kill us, man. You wish you could just kill us like 1800, but you can't. So what do? You slick. You put that shit in food and water. Drink this water, it's good for you. Eat this food. And all the time that shit ain't no good for you. You know, this is how you trying to kill us now. Yeah, chemtrails, breaking our system down, making us sick. You know, but through the fear power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he letting us endure through your treachery of trying to destroy us through the food and water, man, and in the air. Okay? Go ahead.
In the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
At the time that iniquity had an end, man. So ours is about up, man, when you read in Lamentations, the 4th chapter, and yours is about to start, man. That's why I say, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of what? Edom. You know, the dwellers in the land of Uz, man. The cup is about to pass over unto you. And that cup is what? Slavery. It's going to be anguish. It's going to be straits. It's going to be hardships, torments, man. A lot of crying and moaning. That's right. It's going to pass unto you, man.
That's right.
You know? All right. He gonna run it.
Is it follow Elder Bone? You want to bring it up?
No, you got it.
This is Zechariah chapter 1, verse 15. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease.
The Lord is so displeased that you heathens were at ease. Look at it. They all at ease, riding around on a Saturday, chilling, filling their car up, and going in these stores with their black cards, swiping, they without a care in the world. You know, turning their nose up at us. They chilling. You know. And they gonna go to church tomorrow and oh, Father God, thank you for blessing us. Thank you for not letting those blacks move in next door to us. That's what y'all gonna do, man. That's what y'all gonna do. So y'all at ease, man. The Lord is just sore displeased at y'all, man. You know, if he displeased at 2/3 of his own people, you know he displeased with y'all, man.
That's right.
You know, go ahead.
For I was but a little displeased, and they have fought forward the affliction.
So you just went a little too damn far, man. The Lord put you in charge. We read in Psalm the 17th chapter to be a whooping stick unto Israel, but you just overdoing it, man. That's what comes with having that power. You have that pride. You be arrogant. You just want to overdo it because that's Psalms 83. You want to really just take us out. If you could round up all of us, man, and drop a damn napalm bomb on us, you'd do it tomorrow. You know. But y'all don't know, man. Hey, we out here through a power that's hiding. Everything that's breathing and moving and shaking, and you ain't gonna be able to do nothing, man. That's why it's gonna be so beautiful, man, when brothers get the spiritual powers. That's gonna be like whoo, man, it's gonna be it. When a brother realize I can pick a car up and throw it, that's gonna be beautiful, man. You know, because you know he gonna come searching you out. It's gonna be what it is. That's the scripture. Go ahead, bud.
Hey, cause that's gonna be part of that faith. Hey, because it's not gonna be, it's not gonna be more so of the Lord Himself coming down and saying, "Look, these are my men," type thing. That's too orthodox. That's too cliche. And Heavenly Father, He's gonna send His Son with a big grand finale, man.
That's right.
This is the book of Psalms 137, verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, "Race it, even to the foundation thereof." Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem.
Race it meaning what? Destroy it.
Destroy it.
Go ahead.
Who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof.
Yep. Straight destruction, man. Y'all was right along with the Babylonians, man. Esau, y'all down with whoever ain't down with us, man. And we your twin brothers. You should be rolling with us, but that ain't how the Lord set it up. You know, and we happy that He set it up the way He did. So guess what? We be having your ass in persecution now, and you be getting ready to tear our ass up forever. So hey, we glad it worked out the way it worked out, man. That's why hey, Isaiah 55:8 is gold, man. Hey, your ways are not higher than the Lord's ways, man. I'm happy that the Lord did it the way He did it.
That's right.
You know, I'm happy He used Rebecca to put some goat hair on Jacob and go in there. I'm happy. You know,
that's right.
All right,
And also, I got a quick point. Yashima had made. It states it's interesting. Anytime before we enter into forms of glory, Amalek was there. They fucked with us leaving out of Egypt, killing a bunch of us before we were to enter into the land. Joshua and Caleb spied it out. Amalek was one of the nations there. Samuel, who anointed David, and Saul had beef with them. David had war and slew Amalek, as well as had one put to death before going to Hebron to be anointed king. So every time we enter into different forms of glory, Amalek was always there.
And they there right now. Like we on the highways and byways. You see a lot of now if Esau done ride by taking pictures, being nosy. Man, I guarantee you, it's probably anybody in that building right now with a big scope on us right now, with a camera, with the voice thing too. You know, because they got all that technology. Yeah, they in buildings looking right now, man. There they go. Like they there, man.
You know, it's also they find the trade slave.
Yeah.
So slave trade. You know what I'm saying? So
they there. They always there, man. You know.
This is the precept for you, Elder. This is Romans 13:1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. For there is no power but of the Most High. The powers that be are ordained of the Most High.
So the powers that are, who are that? Those Esau the ones ordained by the Most High, man. You know. Hey, read more on that. Read more on that.
This is back in Romans 13:2. Whosoever therefore resists the power, resists the ordinance of the Most High.
So we not gonna resist the power, man.
Right.
You know, we ain't finna come out here with no Mac 10s and go up against Esau. No, we ain't gonna do all that.
Right.
So we know that there was a false narrative with the Jersey thing, man.
Right.
Because if they committed murder, the scripture that's one of our laws, man. So we trying to obey the law, statutes, commandments to the best of our ability. So we ain't finna go out and commit no murder.
That's right.
That's how it's like, dude.
Right. And then Yahushua stated to Pilate, if this was my kingdom, my servants would fight. So if Yahushua is the protocol, and if he didn't do nothing, then we have to follow that same state.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And this is synonymous to war. You know, what type of Israelite goes out there with a woman, with this Bonnie and Clyde movement, like we just gonna shoot them up style? That's not what we do. That we don't allow them to even come out on the highways and byways. I won't go out and let some bodies hit the floor together.
Hey, it would have made more sense if they would have had a group of guys that did that instead of some Bonnie and Clyde shit, man. Tupac being the girl.
Not the ride or die. Ride or die chick.
And you asking for death if you want to go out with a bang with your woman. You're just asking for it. Because what can she do when shit get real? Well, see, these are movies, man. You know, there's choreography, it's all types of rehearsals, everything. They know the moves that's coming, they know the duck, all of that. But in real life, man, a woman she'll be the first one to get slayed. And she'll also be a liability. They'll use her as a bargaining chip. It's like having a child with you.
Don't forget, she'll tend to break a nail.
Even in the military, you got women in the military. They go through basic training and they train for situations. They train to be able to shoot a maximum effective range of the M16. But guess what? When the real shit pop off, pop, the first thing they do is scream and they get scared. So how the hell you gonna have this chick? She rolling like ATF with her boyfriend, man. It's a bunch of bull, man. She not rolling like that.
I see the instance where they threw the grenades.
Yeah,
And you gotta hand and you away from the
Yeah.
grenades,
Yeah.
you know,
It's
instead
like-
of tossing it.
Yeah, that be happening, man. And there a lot of dudes be happening like that, man. Shoot, it's scared, man. Especially, I remember when I was in, man, they had one dude, they said throw the grenade, he just dropped it, and drill sergeant had to grab it and actually throw it, and it blew up like over there somewhere. He threw that shit way over there, it blew up, you could feel all that shit, like the dust in the air, like
Shit.
coming back. Yeah, man, and dudes get scared. Like, how this female just going? Man, come on, man. Like, she ain't set it off, man. That's all moving.
Yeah,
Esau, man, I'm telling you, boy, he had a character.
Yeah, I had a quick one too,
Straight
bro.
theater.
Can I finish it out?
Oh, that's a lot, bro.
All right, and, verse 2, whosoever therefore resist the power, resist the ordinance of the Most High, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation.
So,
You know anything about damnation, that means with punishment. Now the elder and us, beginning with the apostles as well, we're not saying that when it comes to the chip, you're supposed to take the chip. No, according to the scriptures, you deny the chip. But at the same time frame, when it talks about forming your own militia or military coup, and you go against that shit.
Like just like right now, what we doing, like when your house shot said, that seizure,
Yeah.
below the seizure.
Right.
You got license registration, go ahead and get all this shit taken
Right,
care of.
right.
But when he saw man they said microchip, that's when we make that stand.
Right, and we're not violent people, because even when they came to give Yahweh Shai, if you read the book of John, the 18th chapter, it tells you when they was asking who was he or who was Yahweh Shai, that basically when he said I am he, and they fell backward and hit the ground, he was exercised spiritual power. Yahweh Shai actually manifested a spiritual force field. That's why when they walked up to him and when he said, hey, I am he, they all went backward. So basically he's letting you know, like, look, y'all can't fuck with me, but I have to follow the script. And the script is to basically endure the cross and be that ultimate sacrifice for the nation of Israel.
like Stephen would.
Yeah.
Like, you know he saw him coming with the stone. You know, Jacob would be like, let me pick up one, but like he just sit there, preached the word and took it. You know?
And this Genesis 4:15, and the Lord said to him, therefore whosoever slayed Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him
So
sevenfold.
we just can't run around here killing Esau, man.
Making adjustments.
They'll give you that's why they give you
60 years.
football numbers. Right? For the least little thing you do to him. And he can do whatever he wants to. What was that dude that got 9 years? The dude that was organ harvester. He had made over $13 million harvesting organs from people, and they only gave 9 years. You know what I mean? 9 years. So he gonna probably do 4 and be out with $13 million. So he really getting paid $3 million a year to go sit down.
Hey, you know, and that's the song, Plies made a song called 100 Years. And when he said, all the shit he said is right. A nigga, Jake would do something little, they'll throw the book at Jake. They would throw the fucking book, like some guy down here, some Jake down here in Madison County, he had some drugs, right? They gave him over 145 years for some fucking drugs in Madison County.
But yet Esau's stealing right now in Cleveland, Ohio, all these little young girls coming up missing, but when they find them, there ain't no uteruses, right? So we know what you're doing. You're taking the uteruses, right? What you're doing, you're taking the uteruses out and you're putting them in transgender men. That's what you're doing. So you really put a whole new word in stealing pussy. Stealing pussy. Y'all, transgender men, that's what y'all doing. Y'all putting them uteruses in them so they can have kids, man.
To back you up real quick.
Go ahead, brother.
Romans 8 and verse 6. It said, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritual minded is life and peace.
So we not walking around with no like Western movie out here, man. Shooting up no Edomites. You know, like the scripture say, we be going against the order. So the Lord will bring death to us, man. You know.
And think about all them slave revolts back in the day, man. Jake Garrett waited for a good maybe 30 days. I think that Turner got away for like almost 30 days, if I'm not mistaken. Well, Esau caught his ass, man.
Yeah.
You know.
And they said they cut him up and put him in pieces and sent him to all the. And said sent to all, I guess, different counties.
Oh, they cutting that up?
They said couldn't add up.
God dang.
So we go back in Genesis 4:15.
And guess who sold him out?
Yeah, nigga.
See, this article said they gave Jake 36 years for stealing $50 bakery
From a bakery, $50 from a bakery.
from a bakery. Got 36 years. And they gave him a year for every dollar.
Probably got 100 years if you would have ate the shit.
Yeah. Hey, if you see, brothers, seen them ex-NFL players who play for the NFL, they had ordered like this, like some kind of equipment, man, for like an X-ray machine and some kind of stethoscope. But they saying what they did was like, was it fraudulent?
Talking about Joe Horn and all that?
Yeah.
Like 10 of them.
But they said these guys looking at decades, man.
What's the name?
Decades.
Clint Porter said that shit too, ain't it?
But think about the Edomites who lied to the colleges about their kids and shit. This bitch got 3 months. She already out the movie that came out and everything.
I
Man.
don't think she got 3 months.
It won 3. I think it was like 90 days.
I don't think we got 3 months, man.
I tell you what, one of them damn decades.
Hell no.
And she lied too. It's the same concept.
Hey, but it's the same thing, because even I went on 50's page, he was going off on Oprah. Now, how basically she was going off on Russell Simmons and things of that nature. But then when he posted like Epstein and Harvey Einstein and things of that nature, they walked, right? Well, Epstein went to jail, but you know if he's dead or not. But at the same time frame, R. Kelly went to jail.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So everything, it's like a double standard with Esau. Then you talk about the Hebrew Israelites, we know it was all fake. But look at all these so-called white people done killed in the name of Christianity. Tim McVeigh and all them other motherfuckers, man. You know?
Yeah, all of them. Marilyn Manson, all of them. They make movies on it, man. It's always, they make movies on it. You know? But like, it's your world, man. You gonna do what you want to. That's why Isaiah 10 and 1 says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievances which they have prescribed," man. So y'all set all this up, man. That's right. It's all the laws you make are set up for everybody that's Israelite to fail. That's why, hey, Psalms 83, man. That's a heavy. Psalms 83 2 through the whole. That's heavy, man. Y'all just sit in secret. How we gonna get these damn niggas? How can we get these niggas? That's what y'all do, man. You know? Because y'all know it ain't 1800. If it was 1800, you just get up on the horses and ride out and just wherever you see us, you just shoot us down. You can't do it no more. The Lord won't let you do it no more. So you doing it through laws. Yeah, you doing it through laws, man. You know? So what you think? I got one.
Genesis 4:15. And the Lord said unto him, therefore whosoever slayed Cain, vengeance should be taken on him sevenfold.
Hey, that's sevenfold, man. That's 7 is what completion. So that's why you see Jake be getting them, like you said, 150 years, 90 years without parole. Hey, it's over. Your life is over, man. You know. Then he gonna see you in the cell with the serial killers. So if you make a night, you know what I mean. It's gonna be torture on you, man.
I think one Jake survived the death sentence. He survived it like twice, or whatever, and so he told him, "Well, technically, I've served my sentence. I should be free." Esau gonna still try to kill him again, man. Like, so they leaving him in there, and really, he is right. Like, he should be free.
What the fuck is wrong with Jake, man? Jake is fucking
Whole ass car.
You see how the engines went silent? Because it's police around there posted up. Like they didn't keep the same energy, man. It's demons, man. Yeah, it's police posted up right around the corner. That's why the engines went silent when they recorded. See Jake there, man. Like, I don't know what's wrong with Jake. We know what's wrong with him.
Hey, you know that chick said she said 33 months. No, her name Felicity Huff. She served 11 days out of her 14 days.
God damn.
11 days.
And they trying to get these niggas, man. Hey, Jay, they trying to get him. They said they ain't put no number. They said decades, goddamn. I said, what the fuck, man? Oh man, hey Jake, hey,
Hey, Lamar, you gotta do like Maria's Tate did on Dead President. You gotta put a goddamn chair at the judge.
Damn, I'm telling you, man.
Shit.
I serve this country. Hey,
Give
that's
me
like
some
life.
of,
On life.
Psalm 73.
Psalm 73.
Yeah, 73 and started like 3, somewhere in there.
Alright.
Yeah, read that too.
Book of Jeremiah 17 verse 18. He said, let them be confounded that prosecute me.
Let them be confounded. They try to persecute us, man. That day coming. But the Lord gonna confound you, man. Right? He gonna twist your word all upside down. Esau, go ahead.
But let not me be confounded. Let them be dismayed.
Let them be dismayed. Go ahead.
But let not me be dismayed.
So, ain't when that time come, when y'all try to usher in bringing this microchip and bring this martial law upon us, man, the Lord gonna have us in a good stead, man.
That's right.
All we have to do is keep doing this work, man. Keep enduring, keep praying. You know, y'all gonna look like the silly ones in the end, man.
That's
because
right.
y'all are plotting these unrighteous decrees against us right now.
That's right.
Trying to persecute us and destroy our character assassination. Okay.
Slander.
Yep, slander. You know, our slander's our brother. That's what you do. You know?
That's right.
Hey man, I thought twin brothers supposed to be the closest thing in the world, man. Man, you something else, man.
That's right.
You something else, man.
Good twin, evil twin.
I'm telling you. I'm glad we went joined at the hip.
That's right.
Look, see? There you
Esau,
go. We just
Esau.
read the scriptures. You saw everywhere.
Yeah.
Right there,
See,
everywhere.
we friendly. She way back.
She waved, yeah. Please don't come kill me when that day comes. She probably gonna be one of y'all concubines.
Oh, hell, not like that.
You feel.
You want that Psalm, yeah, brother?
Yeah, Psalm 73.
All right, Psalm 73. You want to start at 1?
I think it's like you start around 2 or 3.
Okay, verse 3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the
See,
wicked.
David was envious, man. So we can't really hate this prosperity that Esau had, man, because it's all vain, man. It's a corruptible crown, man. We were speaking on that at the house, man. We looking for what's incorruptible. Go ahead.
Verse 4. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm.
Their strength is firm, man. When Esau died, ain't no serious death like it seems like they always die peacefully.
Yeah.
They always tell you, oh, he died peacefully in his home last night. Like, damn, yep, that cool, let me die tonight. That's how they died, man. Go ahead.
Okay. It states, they are not in trouble as other men.
See, they're not in trouble as other men. How many days did that lady get? 11. She served 11 days.
Yeah. 14 days.
Yeah. 11 days.
I ain't know they gave 14 days sentence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A 2-week sentence.
They ain't, what, read that again?
Not to
They
us.
not in trouble as most men, man.
She'll still call this shit hard time.
Right.
They not in trouble as most men.
Hey,
Like the brother probably was hungry as hell, man. You ain't got some bread and got to do 36 years.
right.
You gonna hate bread when in the pen, you probably gonna eat this shit. You probably gonna get that bread away every fucking day. Like shit, man. So, I'm glad we went joined at the hip. That's all I got.
Verse 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
See, y'all not plagued like us, man. Y'all don't have your bills overdue. You know, your car need working on. Your roof got holes in it. It's leaking. Y'all ain't like us, man. Your yard got grass in it. You pull up the check, y'all ain't no grass.
Right.
Y'all don't have roaches. They ain't playing like us, man.
Yeah, car parked in the yard that don't work.
Yeah.
Not even in the driveway, it's in the yard.
Yeah.
Ain't no oil spots in your driveway. Y'all not. You got decent food, healthy food in the refrigerator.
Your dog got mange.
Yeah, your dog is healthy.
Your dog got clothes. His dog got clothes.
He saw them dogs had their own room, own beds, everything.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Genesis 27:39. And Isaac his father answered, said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
And that's what they did, man. You know, we had them in captivity before they broke that yoke, and they came back and built them desolate places, and they don't forget. That's why they be on us like they do, man. You know, killing us, man. You know.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
And you know, did you read the part that said the ride and the anger, the ride of the Most High is not on them in Job?
No, you want to get there? Okay.
Cause this links up with Jake right here. This is independent.co.uk, and it's a guy named Darren Beneford Anderson. It says, stand in the incarceration happy state of Oklahoma, a contender for the most catastrophic appeal in judicial history might be that launched by rapist Darren Beneford Anderson. After being convicted of the robbery, kidnap, and rape of an elderly woman in 1993, Anderson appealed, perhaps hoping to have a century or two knocked off his original 2,200-year sentence.
2,200.
2,200 years.
Hey, Jay got sentenced 2,200.
2,200 years.
Man.
And see, he tried to get appealed that 2,200.
Right.
So he still had to serve 9,000 years. So it said it went well for him at first. He won a new trial that, however, also ended conviction. And this time, the jury decided his sentence should be 11,250 years, thus extending his jail term by 9,050 years.
Come on,
So this man would have to do 20 reincarnations according to Esau to fulfill that, man. At least, because we come back, every 3 to 4 generations? So what, a generation now is at least 75 years? So you multiply that, get the numbers, that's how many times this man would have to literally come back to life. But meanwhile, Esau, just a couple weeks ago, died in prison. He was resuscitated. They brought him back to life. He wanted to be out of jail because he said, look, I died, I came back, I served my life sentence.
He might be out too.
Yeah, they might let him out.
He's probably out right now.
Yeah.
Wearing a wig and a dress.
Back in Psalm 73 and 5, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
They ain't plagued like us. 2,200 years. Opposed to Esau them getting like I said, the dude that was harvesting organs. Like, bro, you are taking organs out of people's body and selling them, and you only got 9 years. You only gonna do 4 of those.
Right.
Yeah, he admitted it. Yeah, he got $13 million off the whole ordeal.
Yeah, he paid them folks off. He paid somebody off. Just, you know what I'm saying, though. You know he did.
Jake go to jail for getting the turn signal on, man.
Hell yeah.
Hey, man, that's why. Hey, Esau, that's why it's gonna be bad, man. When this thing turn on you, man. That scripture with the brother read in Psalms. When that violence turn on you, man, it's gonna be rough, man. Look at them, they riding by. Look, Esau, there you go. Scripture being edified. They right there. He riding a Mustang. What Mustang represent? A horse. He probably was on a horse watching us in the field. That's why he riding back.
Right.
In the field right now.
He didn't know why he wanted that Mustang.
Yeah, he ran in a
Verse 6, therefore pride compassed them about as a chain.
They wear it around their neck, man. They haughty, man.
Yeah.
They head price. The fool y'all got up there running y'all president. That dude's so damn arrogant, man. He don't care.
Yeah.
He was making fun of the little girl who they gave the person of the year to.
For real?
The little autistic girl who been speaking out against the government about
right.
food and
About
all
the
that.
global warming and shit like
warming,
that.
Yeah, she kind of autistic, kind of slow. He thought he was supposed to get it. He be talking about her, man. Like this dude right here, man. He ain't got no filter.
Imagine what he said about you niggas.
Yeah, imagine what he say about you.
Yeah. Violence covered them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness.
Yep.
They have more than heart could wish.
They got everything, man. They got everything. They own this. They own downtown Jackson. They own everything. We gotta go to what? For the one of all things, you gotta go to him. He owns the financial district.
Yeah.
He owns everybody.
The people.
He owns
The natural resources. Everything under the sun.
The sky.
He
owns.
Because why? Going back to the blessing, man.
Right.
Which proves the validity of the scripture. You know? Verse 7. No, it's like verse 8. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully.
See, they'll tell us, well, if they did it, we could do it. What's wrong with us? Why we can't come out of the situation we in?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they be trying to use themselves as a what you call it?
Pedestal.
Yeah, pedestal.
Yeah.
You know, and then they grab certain jakes and let them sell out and get blood and suck blood and then get them a few FRNs and then have you chasing. That's all corruptible, man.
Right.
You know?
In verse 9, they set their mouth against the heavens and their tongue walking through the earth.
Hey, they blaspheme against the Heavenly Father, man.
If I can add,
Go ahead.
because right now Esau got a video game talking about I am Jesus. And he's just, on the video game, goddamn, you can play like you Jesus. There was a blind woman, he lifted up his hands, he gave the blind woman sight. There was a man that had an empty bucket, he lifted up his hands, the bucket became filled with fish. Then they had him on the cross and he was looking left and right. And then at the end of the video game, he was able to remove the stone from off the sepulchre, man. And this is the blasphemy of Esau, man. Because when you go into that term blasphemy, it means what? Evil spoken of. To defame. And everything in the scriptures, he speaks evil of. That's why he's basically have that punishment of eternal damnation, man. You know?
When it says in Zonka, come back to our dictionary, Edom is an only neighbor. It's pretty much it promised no mercy. It has future judgments.
Right. What's the future judgment and no mercy? Basically, in the kingdom of heaven, within that 1,000 years, every time you come back, you're coming back as a slave. And then after 1,000 years, basically you're going to be gathered, okay, and then you're going to be burned up. And then when you come back on earth after 1,000 years, you're going to be as a Moabite or an Ammonite. But you would never exist as a so-called white man, which is an Edomite, ever again.
I got one, brother.
Go ahead, bro.
Matthew 12 and 31, it says, wherefore I say to you, all manner of sin and blasphemy shall be forgiven unto men, but blasphemy against the Holy Spirit shall not be forgiven unto men.
Right, and you can liken that scripture with Esau. Because Esau basically has went too far. All right, he has basically defamed Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, putting up his images. Okay, and even regarding the doctrine of Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shah, he does the opposite. Okay, so everything that consists of the scriptures, Esau speaks evil of, man. And that's the reason why he will not be forgiven.
Verse 32, and whosoever speaketh a word against the Son of Man,
Esau, these so-called white people,
it
man,
shall,
woman, and child,
it shall be forgiven him.
right?
But whosoever speaketh against the Holy Spirit, it shall not be forgiven him, neither in this world, neither in the world to come.
Salaki, that's the point. That's the point where basically Esau would never be forgiven. Okay, because Jacob, okay, out of ignorance, hey, it's their lot. But at the same time frame, Jacob is going to receive the kingdom of heaven. The 2/3 eventually is going to come back to the first fruits. But Esau basically would never be forgiven. Okay, point blank period, man. Once he enters into the kingdom of heaven, he's going to be a slave for 1,000 years. And after those 1,000 years, he's going to be burned up.
Like Apostle Bar did a video about the blasphemy of the Holy Spirit. Remember the sin that Miriam did? And she said when she turned leper, she said, "Now let not the sin be upon us," or something like that. That's what Esau did with that defamation of character. He put his image as the Most High. Man.
Right.
So you know that's a sin, right? That's blasphemy.
That's
right
blasphemy.
There, man. Saying the Most High is lepers.
Blasphemy. Right.
Matthew 25 and 32, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another,
This is Yahweh Shah.
as the sheep separated his sheep from the goats.
Right. The sheep are the Israelites, beginning with the elect.
And he shall set the sheep on his right hand and the goats on his left.
Right, and the goats are Edomites and these other nations, the Jordanians. So Yahweh Shah is basically bringing that division. All right, and even 2/3 of our people are going to die. But at the same time frame, that goes to show you that Yahweh Shah is a separatist. All right, he's going to separate the nation of Israel. He's going to redeem the elect from the goats, beginning with Esau and these other nations, man. And then that judgment is going to be fall on 2/3 of our people as well as Esau and these other nations. All right?
It says, then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, come ye blessed of my father.
Right, come ye blessed of my father. In other words, the elect. All right? Because these men, women, and children are going to receive the kingdom of heaven. All right? They're going to be identified as the first fruits. All right? But the 144,000 is going to be directly under Yahushua. Why? Because that is the government body. Go ahead, bro.
Inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundations of the world.
Right, so before this world began, it was all about the elect receiving the kingdom of heaven.
This is Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel 35 and 11. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord power, I will even do according to thy anger and according to thy envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. And I will make myself known among them where I have judged thee. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord. And thou hast heard all thy blasphemies, which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel.
You can liken that to Esau, okay, against the mountains of Israel, okay, because that's what Esau does. Beginning with the Renaissance, all right, because he has led the he has led the world through deception. And when you go into that Greek term for deception, it means to lead someone into sin, all right, because of his history, all right, as well as his current events, all right, media, so on and so forth. Everything Esau promotes is against the Holy Scriptures.
It says, they are laid desolate, they are given us
Desolate.
destitute.
When you go to that term desolate, it means utterly destroyed, right? This is prophecy of the Edomites, all right? Because basically they have no future. No, as soon as we are exonerated, all right, Lord willing, we're the hopeful elect, then hey, all these curses are going to befall on Esau.
Deuteronomy 30 and 7.
Yeah.
And this is the point. Verse 13. Thus with your mouth you have boasted against me,
Right.
and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them.
Right, your fucking video games, all right, your NIV Bibles,
Yeah.
okay, your different forms of what you call it, denominations. I got to do a video on that because hey, if you are so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native American Indians, and if your lineage through your father's side goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, then you are Israelites. You are not Baptists and Presbyterians and Methodists and all that other crazy shit, or Muslims, because denomination means to name completely. The Most High has already named us as Israelites. But when we came into this world, what happened? We came under that covering of Esau before we was awakened by the Holy Spirit.
You know, the scripture say he heard they blasphemies because Esau got a thing like Queen James Bible.
Yeah.
You got a woman's Bible.
Yeah.
You know, they got that Mormon book. If you a so-called dark skin, that's look at it as a sin.
Yeah.
You
you
if
cursed.
you white, you're pure.
Right. Well, what about Michelangelo? The painting.
Yeah.
You got these motherfuckers in Pampers, little wee wees and shit pointing at each other.
Yeah, you portray the angels as like Sherman babies or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Yeah.
I got
The
one.
Most High gonna fuck y'all up.
Ezekiel 20 and 18. But I say unto their children in the wilderness, walk ye not in the statutes of your fathers, neither observe their judgments, nor defile yourselves with their idols.
Right, and that's what our people have done. And his main idol is Jesus Christ. All right, when Jesus took the goddamn wheel, he came over here, man. All right, point blank period. Just like Exalted stated, that basically the so-called Jews financed slavery. All right. So at the end of the day, America was never on our agenda to thrive. Okay, when you go into that term America, it goes into, I forgot the Hebrew word, but it goes into bitter. All right. The reason why we was brought over here because the Most High has done bitter with us, man. We came here to serve out punishment, all right, and to get redeemed and go back home, man. Go ahead, brother. I'm gonna ride something. Amar, I'm gonna ride. Yeah, because remember Naomi had changed her name to that because the Most High had done bitter with her. You know. All right.
You got one? I'll read that scripture. You got one?
Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 3 and verse 17. If any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy.
Right, the temple is your body. All right, and 2/3 of our people are defiling their temples while smoking, okay, not drinking in moderation, eating this crazy ass food, all right, putting tattoos on themselves, and then just believing in these wayward doctrines as do as thou wilt, man. All right, all of this is leading you to the avenue of death. Okay, go ahead, brother.
For the temple,
It's like you call Esau pushing all that.
Yeah.
Pushing all that. So
you're right. That's
tattoo.
right.
Because look at Lil Wayne. Look at Lil Wayne and Wiz Khalifa. Them niggas got tattoos every goddamn where.
That's who he.
Everywhere.
That's who
Birdman.
Ezekiel saw in Ezekiel 37 chapter, man.
All them fucking tattoos, man. Everybody saying, oh, that's a tattoo. Oh, I gotta get a tattoo. Hey, how you put a tattoo in your fucking face, man?
Your head.
In your head. How can you do that? What's wrong with you niggas, man?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
For the temple of the Most High is holy.
Right, the temple of the Most High is holy. See, the Most High can't dwell in a defiled temple. That's why you have to be born again by the Holy Word. Once you're born again, you become that new creature of Yahushua, and therefore the Holy Spirit is within you, which is what? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Al-Shai. You are able to navigate and utilize a spiritual perspective because of the Holy Spirit. All right? Go ahead, bro.
Which temple ye are.
Which temple ye are. That's why the third temple are what? Men. Okay? The third temple are men. Not what Acts 7:40 they say. The Most High dwells not in temples made with hands. Wow, because we are those spiritual temples, man. Okay? Hey, what did Yahushua say? How he will build this temple in 3 days? He's talking about his body, man.
Yes, that's right.
Him. And that led to us. It trickles down. Why? Because if we are the elect, we are joint heirs with Yahushua.
That's right. That's right. It said, let no man deceive himself.
Right.
If any man among you seem to be wise in this world,
Right.
let him become a fool.
Right. You have to, and the only way you're gonna become a fool is what? Through what?
Philosophy.
Through but you have to be born again.
Right.
Because what does fool mean? A fool means to be empty-headed. So you have to unlearn what you learned and be born again.
Proverbs 5:7. Hear me now, therefore, O ye children, and depart not from the words of my mouth.
Right, because why? The words of the mouth of Yahweh Hashem Al-Shah prolongs your life. We die because we break the word. Hey, people really don't die from heart attacks or strokes or kidney failure or cancer or AIDS or any other crazy diseases, man. No, it all started. The origin of your death is basically for breaking the word of the Most High. Now you may, you may go out by cancer or AIDS or say kidney failure, so on and so forth. But the reason why you received that disease is because basically you didn't hearken to the words of the Most High.
Proverbs 1:23. Turn you at my reproof.
Right, turn ye at my reproof. And guess what? The reproof, the correction of the Most High is on the highways and the byways, where they're attempting to persecute us. Go ahead, bro.
Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
Right. How does he does that? Via the prophets. All right. By basically, you come here to the camps, you receive the word. Now, if the word is for you, you're gonna hearken, you're gonna be saved. If not, you're gonna be destroyed. Yeah, because the word has a duality purpose. It's either gonna save you or it's going to destroy you.
It says, because I have called and ye refuse.
Right, and he's calling. When you pass by these camps, and you pass by those thumbnails and things of that nature of videos of the prophets, yeah, you're turning your back on Yahweh Hashem Al-Shai. He's literally not going to come down here and say, behold my prophets, go out there on Capitol Street. No, when you pass by that, when you pass by these camps and then you get that tendency to stop, that is the Most High basically telling you, look, this is where it's at. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
Because I have called and ye refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
Right, and this is called the cool of the day. All right, the cool of the day is basically before judgment happens. All right, because pretty soon this word, which is, you can liken it to water, is going to be dried up. All right, and people are going to die because they are not going to be able to hydrate their spirit.
If I can say this,
Go ahead, brother.
like I said, if I can say this, man, no man regarded because our people, man, especially, you know what I'm saying, Israel, man, they don't want to accept that the men they see out on the highways delivering this message, man, could possibly be rooted in this truth and have the blessing of Yahweh outside to come out here and do this work, man. It's almost like in a disbelief type state, man. You know what I'm saying? They really don't want to believe it, man, because they saying to themselves, a lot of them, how could they be doing something like that? Hell, I wouldn't do nothing like that. But just because you wouldn't do it don't mean a damn thing, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? This is the work of Yahweh Shem outside, man. We are ambassadors of Yahweh Shem outside, man.
Yeah.
And it's only through the spirit of Yahweh Shem outside that we can come out here and do this, man.
And then, like Elder Bourne always said, we didn't choose this life.
That's right.
Hey, this life chose us, man. Man, look, in a million fucking years, I never thought I would be out here. I had my own ambitions, but that goes to show you, like we went into class. I think I came up with that lesson today, but anyway, man's goings is of the Lord, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so hey, and then we have a good profession. We could have still been trying to, basically be entrepreneurs, barbers, or businessmen, or truck drivers. Saying nothing is wrong with doing those type of trades and things of that nature, but you have to basically put the Most High first, man.
That's right.
John 15 and 16, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you.
Right, so Lord willing, we are chosen and not only called, man. Because we seen what happens to people that are that basically are just only called. They do this thing for a little while, a little season, man. 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, and then they fade to fucking black, man. And then that righteousness that you fell away from, it's not going to be accounted for nothing. You're going to be destroyed, man.
And ordain you that you should go and bring forth fruit.
Right, ordain you. Ordain means a commandment. Okay, what is the fruit? Go out there and teach the elect, man. Okay, become fishermen of men. Did not John 4:35 tell you that the fields are white? When you go into that term white, it means ripen. Meaning it's time to get out there and go teach, man.
That's right.
It says,
And if I can say this, that's one thing a lot of people don't want to do.
Yeah.
You will hear all the horns honk, and people like, yeah, praise the Lord. All this riding by, like Elder Yakal said, they might as well have some pom-poms and sit across the street.
Yeah.
And all that. But at the end of the day, you got two types of people. All right? They say you got the chosen, you got those who are called, and I'll add a third one. Which those who are called pretty much apply to the average person who don't know shit. And the reason why is because you got those who accept the truth and live it, and you got those who don't want to fully accept the truth.
And that's selfish.
That's a selfish fucking mentality,
That's
because
selfish.
you would rather live in your little fantasy world
Right.
and say, well, my life all right doing this. It'll be all right this way. And you go look at your wife and kids, if you have that or whatever you got going on, and you tell yourself and create this fantasy world for you and them and be all right, but just ignore Esau, ignore all the wickedness, ignore all this in front of you and everything, then you have those, which would be us, and Lord will, we the elect, who
that's that seed that got choked out for the thorns.
See, us, we care. And we hear the truth. And despite how we feel, we accept the truth.
That's right.
All right? Nobody thought that they was going to be out here and go teach. And nobody, if it was up to us and our personal feelings, no, we're not going to come out in 20-degree weather, 30-degree weather, and be like, yeah, hey, they need to hear this. Man, that's not our first thought, man. We have women. Some bros have children. You know what I'm saying? We got things going on. We could move to different states. You know what I'm saying? For different job opportunities or whatever opportunities may come up. But no, we made sacrifices, man. We accepted it for what it was.
That's right.
All right? And we believed.
That's right.
And we followed the Lamb whithersoever he went. And it's still going. All right? And here we are. But you people, you don't want to follow. You don't want to adjust. You don't want to do anything. But meanwhile, you for some reason you feel that we give a damn about your opinion, or the Lord cares about your opinion. It doesn't matter. All right, because hey, this is the way that the Lord chose for the word to get spread, and that's by the foolishness of preaching, as it was so eloquently put by Paul. All right, the foolishness of preaching. Yeah, he could just wake everybody up, but now put your body on the line. Make your life a living sacrifice. Give the shit up. Yeah, it could easily happen. The Lord could have brought the end of the world when he came on the scene. He mentioned that when Peter took out his sword and cut the man's ear off who was grabbing Yahweh Shah. He mentioned it, and he said, hey, look, hey, get back, man. Don't you think that if I prayed to my Father right now, 12 legions of angels would come down and clear all this out? So that shows you the power that he had as soon as he even got down here. He could have easily called the angels, and when he cast out the demon, what Yahweh Shah say? Well, what the demon say first? He said, wait a minute. You over here to torment us before the time? So even the demon like, well, you know I gotta do what you say, but you finna do it before the time. You finna just break the rules.
Right. Hey, if I could, and you know, because he told that to Paul.
Huh?
Yeah, it was Paul. Saying it was just Paul.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, you good, because you remember we was talking about, well, actually, Elder Yashawamba had did a video, and Yahweh Shah was such a man. He was such about his Father's will, because even when they offered him their first drink, I forgot what it was, but that first drink would basically put you in a state of sedation, and then he would have died off quicker. All right, but he refused that first drink. He took the second drink because the second drink it promoted to remain more conscious. All right, so you see what he was about, man. He didn't even opt out, man. He didn't take the shortcuts. He took the long way home, man. All right, how many people would have basically took that first drink and goddamn it been out of here? No, he refused that. He took the drink that was gonna make him live a little longer, man. Right, and that's the same thing we gotta do, man. Yahweh Shah is the protocol, man. Ain't nobody gonna shoot up shit if you a great millstone, unless, goddamn it, we have been infiltrated, which we know we have been. It happened to Yahweh Shah, hence Judas Iscariot, man. So nothing is new under the sun, all right? And so at the end of the day, if we go out by the sword or whatsoever fucking ever, it's a win-win, man.
So Esau do with the CIA agents. If you get caught by the enemy behind the line, you bite the cyanide pill and you go and take yourself out.
Yeah.
That's Esau.
Yeah, and that'll make you want to bite the cyanide.
Hey, this is John 4:35 on back of Elder Body. He said, say not ye, priest, there are ye 4 months, and then cometh harvest. Behold, I say unto you, lift up your eyes and look on the fields.
Hey, the harvest is basically what? Going into preaching. I'm moving. The harvest is going into the preaching, man. Basically pushing the word to the elect. That's right. All right, read that again, Elder.
It says, say.
And that's one thing nobody want to do. Everybody love to sit around and talk about shit, man. Everybody love to talk about it. Just like Esau, he'll never get on the football field, never get in the boxing ring, never get on a basketball court. But this nigga will tell you about Floyd Mayweather all day. He'll go and tell you about LeBron James, and he'll go tell you the mistakes that he made and everything, but he'll never get in there himself and show you how it's done. All right? And that's the thing. Hey, you got to go teach our job is to teach the word, man. Whether they hear or forbear. But it ain't no excuse at the end of the day. We've been out here teaching. And how you know we've been out here teaching is because the news now, who are the black Hebrew Israelites? Which we're not black, all right? We're Hebrew Israelites, all right? We're Israelites. Our language is Hebrew, all right? We're the princes of the Most High, all right? Our king is Yahweh Shah. Our king that ruled this earth is David. All right? Yes, we are those men. We are the priests, and we are the rightful heirs to the earth. In which that's demonstrated every single day. But hey, we're being punished by our Lord. And our Lord has a mission that he's had his servants on since the beginning, man. And that's to purge this entire earth of wickedness, of the whole entire wicked seed. And that's the game plan, and we sticking with it, man.
Ezekiel 3:17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman to the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
Right, so we here to warn you. All right, like Isaiah 58 say, 58:1, it tell you. Oh, you got this? Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead. But yeah, we supposed to watch and warn you, man. That's why we watch the news. That's why we keep up with what's going on. That's why we always keep up with each other. Hey, we supposed to be in the know, man. All right? Because if you leave it up to the rest of our people, we won't be getting saved until year 4000. All right? So, and we only year 2019, going into 2020. That's another 2,000 years, man, we gonna be here. Nah, man. Nah, man, you leave it up to our people, look at them. They crazy, man. Earlier, the cars ride by these old, ugly-ass cars with no paint jobs, Crown Vics, and old 90s Mustangs. Cars that barely work and have reputations for being horrible and unreliable. That you see nobody driving today. Jake in them, arm hanging out, just roaring the engines while we preaching. Meanwhile, an Edomite come by and wave. Man, how an Edomite be more respectful than you? That's why the scriptures say, my people have overpassed the deeds of the wicked. That's why we here warning you, man. I was listening to a rap song. Jake say, I'll put that little baby on ice. Well, damn, since when is that cool? Since when is going after little babies and killing them, little toddlers, cool? You know, but hey, look at our people. And that's exactly why the death and destruction that you got coming towards you, Lord willing, we not part of it, man. We doing what we have to do.
Jeremiah 6:17. Also I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they said, we will not hearken. Therefore hear ye nations, and know, O congregation, what is among them. Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it.
Right. And that's what happens every time when you reject Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right? We come and we preach the faith. We're the ones who come with the solution through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And we learned this from our elders, whom the Lord is also dealing with. All right? And they learned that from their elders, whom the Lord is also dealing with. All right? So it goes down. But guess what? You got Jake who don't want to follow anybody. You got Jake who just don't give a damn. They don't care. You got other Jake that they want to mold the truth with the world. You got Jake who just don't want to accept it at all. They'd rather live in a fantasy world and lie to themselves. Then you got those who did accept it, but meanwhile just couldn't endure it. Didn't want to. They were more so obsessed with whatever they had going on out in this world. And they end up being a failure. All right? But at the end of the day, despite all those different examples that were named, they all have the same end. The same destruction. All right? Except for the ones who came into the faith, they got it worse. They're going to be a lot worse, and the scriptures say that. It's best that they never even came into it. Because you got to learn Yahweh Shai. You got close. All right? And what do you do to somebody who gets close? They get in, and then betray you, walk away from you. This person is deemed worse than the average person that's never been there. All right.
Good. It said, you got one?
Well, I got the Isaiah.
Yeah, go ahead. That's
I-
a new piece. Okay.
Hey, this Isaiah 58:1. Cry loud, spare not, lift up the voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins.
Exactly. But meanwhile, our people hate us for that. Oh well, haters gonna hate us, they say, right? So yeah, but we gonna show you your transgressions, man. We gonna point out the bullshit that you doing, man. All right, you around here being trannies, fags, chasing money, out here just doing dumb shit. No beard, bald head, looking retarded, man. It's Wayne Brady. I'm talking about just really messed up individuals, man. You don't care. You claim you love the Lord and all these different things, but then as soon as somebody tells you the ways of the Lord, you're like, I don't agree with that. Like, how you love the Lord then as soon as somebody reads you the word of the Lord, I don't agree with that. That ain't loving the Lord. You just do whatever the hell you want to do. You love yourself.
Do what thou wilt.
Yep, do as thou wilt. That's the spirit you in. You love Esau.
Yep.
Because that's what he tell you to do. Esau tell you to eat what you want, do what you want. Hey, bud, it's a free country. That's his way, right?
Proverbs 1:31. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices.
Mm-hmm.
For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them.
Exactly. And that's what you see today with Jake, man. Jake is bad, man. Jake is through, man. Jake loves the lowest quality things and take pride in them. And that is so oblivious and blind to the fact that the rest of the earth is doing way better than you. That's why you have churches chicken and Arab gas stations everywhere you turn, potholes, all this other stuff, and roadblocks, and nobody gives a fuck about you. But meanwhile, you go across town, you see the bigger houses where Esau's staying at. There's a mall there. There's Whole Foods. There's all this other stuff that they have access to. But meanwhile, you talk down on all the better things that they have access to because you say your side of town is more with the struggle. All right? So you are the poor man talking shit to the rich man. How does that work? How did that work out for you? Jake, it didn't. Then meanwhile, you go sell your soul to make money and have a poor man's mentality when you get the money. You don't even know how to handle it. You just blow it on a whole bunch of shit. Who gets a Lamborghini and drives it back to the hood? That doesn't even make sense. All right? When a man is poor, he's more likely to steal to feed his soul.
Right.
When people are impoverished, they do things impoverished people do. It's not because this is what they want to do. It's because this is what they have to do. In order to live, it's survival. Meanwhile, people who do have substance, they may not be rich, but they have the basic things for their needs. They don't have to do things just for survival. They can do things because they want to, which is something you ain't used to fucking doing, Jake. But meanwhile, you are so blind to this, you think that if a man ain't been to prison before, or if he ain't been to or he ain't getting harassed by police, or he ain't been in a hood, or he hang around some Edomites, or whatever the case may be, this guy's not worthy. All right. Look at John Jones and the way that this guy talks. Well, you know, guys, you know, I just go out here and have a great fight, you know. But get in the ring with him and see what he'll do to you. All right? It ain't about that. But Jake, these are the devices that you've been taking in, like the scriptures say. You've been caught in your own simplicity, man. Jake believed the rap music.
I wanted to back you up. You said something earlier. This is Jeremiah 5:26-28. It says, "For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares that set a trap, they catch men. As a cage is full of birds, so are the houses full of deceit. Therefore, they are become great and wax rich. They are waxing fat. They shine. Yeah, they overpass the deeds of the wicked.
So it's tell you how they overpass the deeds of the wicked, man. Since when, which we know they out there, but since when you see Esau, do you just see a straight up flaming, talking about hot Cheeto flaming fag, man? But with Jake snapping his fingers, popping and yelling, talking to the black one, bitch. Yeah, you know, it's like, man, what is wrong with this nigga, man? And it's like, it vexes your spirit, having to constantly see this shit all the time. All the time, you just see them. All right? And they're okay with it. They're perfectly okay with it. Despite the horrible conditions that we have to endure day by day, rich or poor, as a Jake in this society, especially in the valley of the shadow of death. You know, the Northern Kingdom don't have to endure all the things that Jake in the valley of the shadow of death have to endure, but they do have to endure extreme poverty, majority of them. See, they don't have the money thing. Go ahead.
I didn't mean to interject, but you know, then you got the Central America, you got Zebulon, I thought the MS-13. Like, it's so much stuff you can get away with down there because their judicial system is not like up here.
Right.
So like murder, rape, you probably get away with it more down there. And Babylon, you know, Esau's tight on Jake ass up here, you know.
In Mexico, they had cartel.
Yeah.
A lot of one of the niggas work with me, they from Mexico. And they be showing some videos, man. Them cartel, man, they are ruthless too. The cartel, man, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, cartel can do what they want.
They do what they want down there. They cut heads off. They do everything, man. Like, man.
And they've been set up by the CIA. Yeah, they above the law. They can do whatever they want.
Money.
And they got damn near more money than the country.
They live like Maurer Amshel Bauer stated at one time. You give me all the money, it don't matter who make the laws.
Yeah.
You know, so that's how they basically live. They pay you off.
Yep.
Like you ever see the movie when Schwarzenegger played that dude that had killed his old lady, and he went over there looking for that Mexican. He kind of died in the end. He had a shootout in a bar. Schwarzenegger played in a movie, but when he went over there, he wanted to know where that one man was, and they were like, we don't know him. But when that money started coming up, he paid like something like $10 million American dollars to find this one dude, and money bought them off. Like in Mexico, they hurry up and gave the file up. He just kept putting them hundreds up there, man. It was like $10 million. And they was like, here go the file. Yep. So, you know.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's definitely how it is there.
That's how it is.
You know. But here, Jake, you have to endure the racism, the poverty too. You know, except the bulk doesn't have to endure just straight up poverty. Just straight up poverty, the way the Northern Kingdom does. But Jake, you dealing with getting gunned down by police. You getting Jake got 11,000 years.
Yeah.
You know, you got Esau giving you life sentences, you know, for nothing. You know.
Can I just make a point? And a lot of the hardest attack on Jake is not the overt attacks, it's the covert attacks. It's the legislative attacks, man. Most of the damage done to Jake is what? Fatherless household laws, man. Child support. And we had more bodies dropped through abortion, man.
Yep.
It's the covert attacks when it comes to the Southern Kingdom, man.
Yep.
All right? Because you can trace a lot of the incarceration, a lot of the promiscuity, a lot of the poverty to a one parent household. So why is Esau constantly pushing for the father not to be out the house, for the father to not be in the household, man? It's the covert attacks, man. That's why they say he slayed privately, man.
Yep.
The privately is the legislative attacks. All right, go on. The average person don't have to sell crack.
Yeah, he sit back. Nah, I'm just saying he sit back like this.
Yeah. The average Jake know he not supposed to smoke crack.
Yeah.
But the average Jake don't have a father. Why?
The average so-called every other so-called black woman has had an abortion. Why? But look at the environment, man. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, this is Psalm 37:12. The wicked plot against the just.
He plotted. They held meetings. What's gonna be the next attack on the 12 tribes?
Right.
How can we covertly destroy these people without the finger being pointed back at us? Without them saying, see, it's Esau, it's the so-called white man. How do we divide and conquer them, man? How do we cause them to ruin themselves? Like you were speaking on rap culture earlier. You know music is a goddamn machine.
Yep.
You got something in the back of your head, if I'm not mistaken, it's called the reticular activating system. And when something plays in your mind over and over again, you programming yourself, man. So the time you 4 to the time you 14, all you hear is murder, kill, smash somebody's woman. What do you think your mindset gonna be? Now you especially if you got a man in the house to tell you how it really is. Hey, music is mind control if you ain't careful with that stuff, man. All right.
Yeah, and that goes back to one of the covert things that Esau did on the low.
On the low.
Listen to his music. Listen to Edomites' music, their party music, all that other stuff. I'll talk about have a good time, party, and going out with friends, you know, all this other stuff that they speak on, man. All right. But listen to Jake's party music and club music. He's talking about taking your woman. That's the first thing he's talking about. He's taking your woman. Then he's talking about also while he's on lean, he's drinking opioids, and he's also drinking alcohol, and he's also popping pills. It's either Percocets. I think that's Jake's favorite one, Percocets and Xanax. then on top of that, he's also blowing strong, meaning he's smoking weed. So he's doing all this at the same time.
Same damn time.
And taking your girl, then pops out and gets in a Rolls Royce after that and drives home safely somehow. This is unrealistic.
Yeah.
All right, but what are they doing to you when you hear that consistently? Every song, then the next song come on. I'm fucking your bitch, homie. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, whoa, man. Then the next guy, I just put your bitch in the car. Like, okay, well, what's going on? Like, your bitch is looking at me. You know, the next one. Like, well, all right. So clearly, it's telling you adultery. Clearly, they're telling you never be sober. Be on drugs. Be on the worst drugs possible. Regular herbal drugs and pharmaceutical drugs. All right? They're telling you to be on it all, man. You destroy yourself. Then what do? Then they tell you to get your money by illegal activity because you in the struggle. So do illegal shit.
Yep.
So what does the average person do? The average Jake does illegal shit to make their money when they don't even have to. They don't even have to. Black Wall Street showed you that.
Yeah.
Easily these poor, impoverished neighborhoods could link together and they could make money together. But the dope boy, all of this, and it all came from goddamn music. That came from music. The trap. Matter of fact, there's a genre for it now, trap music. Now, why would a nation have a music that promotes breaking its laws? Right. That don't make sense. In the nation of Israel, you think in the kingdom of heaven, we gonna allow them, heathen nations or anybody for that matter, to make music about breaking our laws? Nah, if we heard some shit like that, we gonna go check them, man. Like, what's going on here? What's up with that? That's against the scriptures.
Yeah, who's the artist here?
Yeah, who's the artist and who's responsible for this? Yeah. We gonna have to give this guy some stripes, man. Yeah. You ain't finna be spreading this wickedness across our nation. Yeah. All right, then next time he might have to get put to death, man, if he did it again. So why would a nation why would Esau allow this to consistently happen? All the things that he give you years of jail for, he's like, yeah, let that go to them. And then when you go to his clubs, those mixed clubs, if you ever been in those clubs where Esau be at, he don't even allow you to play that music.
Right.
He'll play some rap music, but he don't allow you to play that music.
He'll play
That
2
type.
Chainz or something like that.
It'd
Right.
be a crossover rap. That shit that white people listen to.
Uh-huh. Where they ain't saying the word nigga in it. They ain't talking about the drugs and the bitches and hey, they not talking about all that. Why?
Chance the Rapper, shit like that.
Ah, yeah, Chance the Rapper. Yeah.
You know, especially you go commercial. We just play it worldwide. That shit that's been playing in the club.
Right.
That pop.
Yeah. They not allowing. That's because that music not meant for them. That music meant for us. It's a death trap, man. And hey, we right in it too.
It's Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken to the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes which I have commanded this day, all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right.
That's what you have.
And that's what we see today. We see nothing but the curses overtaking us, man. All right. And who is the Lord using to do it? He's using his sword, Esau. All right. And Jake, you can't do nothing about it. We can't do nothing about it. Hey, we have to wait till the Lord to come defend us. And the Lord gonna start wrecking this place and wrecking him. But our people, he's gonna wreck y'all, man. All right. If you don't get your shit together and repent and come back to the Heavenly Father, correct your ways, you out of there, man.
It's in Psalm 17:13. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Yeah. Which is thy sword. The wicked is his sword. All right? We know who that is, man. That's damn Esau, man. All Esau do is soup up guns, man. All right? You know this nigga is the sword if he create modern warfare, Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Right.
Like to create games like this, like and he creates bombs.
DARPA machines, DARPA dogs.
Right.
Those,
You got directors like Michael Bay who just blow up shit.
Right.
Like they get Rolls Royces and all these expensive cars that people could only imagine being able to afford, and blow that motherfucker up along with a whole group of Range Rovers. Like all these expensive cars, he just blows them up, and they really be blowing these cars up, man. It ain't no joke.
You know.
I had looked it up. I was like, man, what the hell they doing with these cars? This nigga, especially Michael Bay, but these directors, they actually have men, the bomb squad, all them come in with C4, strap it up to all these things, man. They have it to where they driving down a hill with, of course, nobody in the car, and the camera's catching it real quick, and they blow those bitches up, man. They just wasted it. That's the sword.
Right.
All right? That's the sword the Lord is using.
Right.
Who just wastes resources like that? Esau does. For death. Right. Just for you to chuckle at the movie. And go,
Right. For the movie's sake.
He just blow it up, man. That money could be used for way better things. But no, let's blow up 6 Range Rovers with a Porsche truck in the middle.
This Psalms 10 and I'm starting 8. He sit in the lurking places of the village, and in the secret place do he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily against the poor. He lied in wait secretly as a lion in his den.
He lied in wait secretly as a lion in his den. So, and it said he sits in the lurking places. So that's why you got it where Esau, you never see this nigga on the forefront when bad things happening to you, Jake. But you refuse to acknowledge that you've been set up for failure. You refuse to acknowledge, well, all white people ain't. But meanwhile, you can't name one good thing Edomites have done in the history of the earth. Can't name one good thing. Esau can't name one good thing. Because the correct answer is nothing. That's why. But meanwhile, Jake tried to find a way to justify this lifestyle, and act like it's actually fair. Act like it's actually you have the opportunity to be what you want to be. Just look at it, man. Look at your job. Look who the CEOs, vice presidents, top bosses are, and you see that one affirmative action nigga in there. On everything you go to, AT&T, Verizon, C-Spire, fucking Walmart, it don't matter. Look them up. Look the board up. The executive boards for your state and everything. Look who running it. And you gonna see that one affirmative action nigga with no beard grinning, probably with some glasses.
Right.
That's it. But look at the production. The people who are in the lowest jobs, get paid the least, and got to clock in.
Yeah, they
which
got
is something that Edomites don't do.
They got a salary.
Right. The Edomites don't clock in, man. Jake, you got to clock in. And they found out you were 8 minutes late for 4 days straight. Now they getting ready to dock you. You were 8 minutes late. It don't matter if you had dropped the kids off school. You better wake her up earlier. You better run the light next time.
Right.
You see the things that you gotta do. You've been set up for failure, man. And then that job that you got, that you're doing all that for, working the hardest, doesn't even pay you enough. You still have to live in an impoverished place.
He lied and wait to catch the poor. He do catch the poor when he draw him into his nest. Verse 10, he crunch and humble himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones.
Yeah, I've seen, speaking of that, I've seen a cop actually sit outside a bar. A bar where people are meant to drink. And he's pulling people over after that. Yeah. So what's the purpose of that? That's you're just trying to catch people, man. Yeah. Like, you know that they've been drinking. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
But
easy work for him. Dirty Esau. That's him. His character.
Yep, that's his character, and that's the type of Esau is the type of dude to interrogate your toddler.
Come.
All right, and threaten and come back to you. Yeah, gonna put a knife to his throat. What you got to say about that? Like, man, goddamn, you gonna threaten to kill the kids, man? What they do? What they got to do with me? Yeah, we know how to get to you. And then they actually slice your kid's throat, man. And it just goes to show you, hey, this is the type of devil that you're dealing with. He's lying in wait, privily, and lurking places, and everything, and getting you all these different ways, man. Secretly. Then it's sitting in the back right after that, after setting you up for failure, after you done got locked up 25 to life, and all this other stuff, putting you in a position to do it. He sits back and say, hey, I didn't have anything to do with that. Hey, look, buddy, who told you to sell the drugs? Well, the CEO of the record companies that told the rappers to start rapping about that, which was so-called white people, Edomites.
Probably the damn Jews.
Right? So-called Jews.
So-called Jews.
And which, yeah, that's against the law.
Yeah.
They doing everything to get at us, man. Because now, what you just said, the damn Jews, fuck them goddamn river rat motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, and what I just said is against the law, by the way. Yeah. Thanks to Trump, he just made an executive order saying that anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
Well, nigga, all y'all need to be in motherfucking jail then. Right. All of y'all. Because what y'all doing to us is anti-Semitism. Yep. Because we the real Jews.
Yep. That's right.
All right, so what do y'all got to say about that? Yeah. We the real Jews. We keep the real Sabbath. All right? We keep the laws. We got the beards. What them river rats doing, man? Eat what, kosher pig?
Have a big gay parade.
Yeah, Tel Aviv. Yeah.
Psalm 73:5. They are not in trouble as other men.
They not in trouble as other men.
Neither are they plagued like other men.
Right. And you see, they not plagued. They not in trouble. You know, they go. Matter of fact, me and this brother we often, when we decide to go out sometimes, it's mixed crowds. You know, and sometimes it just be a bunch of Edomites in some places we'll go. And we can tell you for a fact, they are nowhere near in trouble like other men. You don't get ID'd and searched when you walk into their bars or whatever. You just walk in. Hey, oh yeah, you been there too. Yeah, you just walk in. You don't get any of this stuff. Matter of fact, you will walk out drunk, and an RPD or whatever cop will be in there and be like, "Hey man, y'all take it easy, man." It's like, shit.
Right.
But you go around Jake places, you about to get put up in the crucifix.
Right.
They got you, man. They just all types of stuff happening to you, man. They road blocking. Where you at?
And you might just get hit.
Yeah, you might get hit.
They might just hit your ass. They cool.
Yep.
You know, I guess they're suing Madison County for center roadblocks and you know.
Oh yeah,
you know,
Madison in the backside back there.
And I think in Ridge too.
Yeah,
They're suing them because they just set up where Jake get.
Right on the edge.
Yeah, they, you know,
At the apartment complex.
Right. Yeah, they got me.
Yeah.
I'm in your house, up.
Speaking of Madison County, man, I'm at the Madison County courthouse to pay a ticket, and the guys like the Edomite guys in court, his number Jake in the courthouse, gotta pay their tickets, and the Edomite's like, hey man, if you're black with tinted windows in Ridgeland, you're gonna get pulled over.
Oh yeah, that's a
He
must.
blatantly saying this shit,
He mean it too.
and I'm looking like,
No one of my tickets, up.
yeah. And he said that to every group of Jake to come in.
Verse 6, it says, therefore pride compasseth them as a chain. Violence covers them as a garment.
Right. So look at what they do.
He said it in pride.
Pride, they ain't in trouble. They ain't got nothing to do that. But meanwhile, this nigga, and they came out. I think it was a couple days ago. This guy, he said that so-called white people suffer just as much racism as us. Like what?
Well, what planet he on?
Right. he clearly live on Pluto or something, man. By himself.
Verse 8 says, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully.
Right. See, they speaking wickedness concerning oppression, man. So when it comes up, yeah, we suffer just as much racism as you guys. I had an Edomite tell me, no joke, he said, man, you know, a lot of people talk. I don't want to hear any excuses about you can't do what you want to do in this great country. I mean, buddy. Especially African Americans, buddy. Yeah, he was just telling me straight. He was drinking.
No.
So he was telling me straight. He was just like, you know, hey man, I'm talking about all types of grants, all types of this, all types of that, scholarships and everything. And it's only just because you're African American. We don't get any of this stuff. I mean, we really just have to come, you know, and work hard and do that. Meanwhile, you could just get put in there. Just being African American.
This shit, he got that all backwards.
Yeah, like where you get that from, man?
He can just get put in there.
Right.
Shit.
And all these grants and all this other stuff. Show me some Jakes who actually using them.
Right.
Who actually got them.
How you even know? They don't even know how to get them.
Right. And then when you do try to get them, you find out that there's a whole bunch of regulations.
There's some loopholes
that you gotta go through and stipulations.
Right.
It don't apply to us, man.
Yeah, you gotta have a limb and a half on your right feet and a 12 on your left. You know what I'm saying? Though your shit it gotta be some crazy shit where you be like, damn, I couldn't get it. You know what I mean?
Yep. Your left shoulder dislocated. You gotta be handicapped.
Right.
Yeah, like, man, what? Like, damn, I need that to get in college, man. Damn.
And statistically, Jake doesn't even really graduate from college. The woman has the high graduation rate.
Right.
But the Jake man statistically doesn't even finish college.
And the Jakes who do finish college, getting PhDs and getting master's degrees and bachelor's degrees, where they at? Where they at on these top jobs? They not there.
Yeah, they be working under what they went to school for.
Cause shoot, you be working with some Jakes and be like, God damn, you got a master's? What you doing here, man?
Right, I was.
Oh, y'all dirty and shit.
Right. And Esau speaks wickedness concerning this, man. Like, hey, man, look, you guys, hey, you work hard, you do what I did. Hey, I grew up on a farm. Jake, like, wait a minute, a farm? Shit, we grew up,
War zone.
in a fucking
Yeah,
war zone.
yeah.
Like, we didn't even have, we grew up on the street. At least you had a farm.
Yeah, you saw some
know?
grass and shit, right?
Right, y'all could plant some plants and stuff like that. Jake don't know anything about that, man. You know, but Esau try to soften up your oppression as if it's not really oppression.
It's not
And
that,
that you're on
it
an
ain't
even-
that bad.
Right, like you on an even playing field. Like, no, you not, man. You know, you not on an even playing field. Like I say, look at the neighborhoods. You
Yeah,
think
that
Jake
bad.
just destroying they shit just cause? No, you have the ghetto that has been molded and
Body.
gentrified and made to be a certain way, and the people's minds are being altered to be a certain way. All right.
Hey, the chemtrails.
Right.
Hey, the
Yup.
cell phone towers emitting like negative frequencies, those war frequencies.
Uh huh.
5G.
Yeah, 5G. You know?
In Second Peter's 2:18, for when they speak great swelling words of vanity, they allure thoughts of lust of the flesh, though much one time those were clean escape from them who live in error. So hey, we got to separate ourselves from them, man. Jake, but always what the scriptures say, no hand join in hand, the wicked should not go unpunished. You, Jake, want to be right there with Esau now. Like they said, they speaking against you, they talking shit about you, and you still want to be right there with them.
Right.
Okay.
Set your ass up for failure.
Set
man.
you up for failure. Study making traps for you, and you still want to be right there with them, man. You still want to lay in the bed with them, man, and go after this dream and shit.
That's right.
You know.
All right, they shouldn't even. It should be so, Jake. You should be so zealous and amped up that they shouldn't even give you TV time. Because if you go live on a talk show or something like that, well, really the problem is you Edomites. And hey, every Jake should be doing that. They should be like old boy who was like, well, I don't see any other way but to exterminate all white people. And you could tell how sincere he was that he thought about it for a long time. You know, but they should be, really all Jake should be like him. You know?
Here it comes. Hey, this old Jake on the video I showed Christian Clyde. The old Jake said he said Lord gave him, basically telling the white people, he said Lord gave him a chance. He said see the change, he said they ain't gonna change. He said they ain't nothing but death. And that's what he said. He called you crack of death. That's what you are, death.
They breed death, man.
That's it.
Everything that they did, you can't even drink pure alcohol. You know, pure that's made out of pure grapes and pure potatoes or vodka, whatever you drink it, whiskey. You won't even get the pure version of that. You get all types of sulfates and other bullshit added in. You can't get pure food. Like, man, Jake just wants some chicken strips, man. And some buffalo sauce. All right? Like, man, with some real, nobody asks you to put high fructose corn syrup and all other types of chemicals and additives and preservatives in this shit, man. Yeah. Nobody told you to pump the chicken with steroids, man.
That's right.
You know, but guess what? Here come Esau. He ain't nothing but death. The normal ways of a man's life have been destroyed. You can't even, I know down here, you know, back in the day, especially in the 90s, you know, we used to drink milk. We used to drink milk all the time. You want milk? Strong bones.
Right.
You know, and shit. The average child, everybody used to just get some milk. Your dad was drunk at night. He wake up in the morning drinking a whole jug of milk. You know, my granddad used to drink buttermilk, just straight. Ugh. But he did it. He was very healthy as well.
Cornbread
But-
in.
Oh yeah, they used to put cornbread in the milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that.
Oh yeah, man, I forgot about that.
That's why he's so strong.
Yeah, they used to. They literally used to get, and it used to be real cornbread.
Yeah.
Or they had that jiffy, and they'll pour milk in a bowl and crush the bread up and eat it, man.
But for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it. Now I could do the buttermilk then, but now you can't do that with milk.
Drink water.
Right, the water, everything. You could drink out the tap back then. You can't drink out the tap now. Or you will see the BS in your water.
Right.
You can smell it.
Yeah, you can smell it.
You smell the fluoride. You can smell it. Yeah.
Or when you cut it on, it come out brown at first. It's like, man, what the hell is this? Why? This is goddamn devil ruling, man. You can't even drink milk. That's one of the principal things of life.
Right.
That's in the book of Sirach.
You gotta get the milk first.
Right. When you first born, you're supposed to be breastfed, milk.
Right.
And then when you get of age, of course you ain't finna be sucking on your mama titty. So you got animals. You got goats, you got cows, you got all that. You got milk that you drink from them. All right, and it got all types of stuff in it that you need. You need water, you need fire, but the water fucked up.
Right.
All right, you got the nobody really use gas stoves anymore. They got the electrical things. The fire fucked up.
I got a gas stove.
Yeah, and the older ones you still got them. And then in the restaurants, I know they keep the old gas ones. They cook better.
It be tick, tick, tick.
Right.
If that motherfucker don't cut straight on, I run out the house. Trying to blow me up.
They got us through Katrina.
Uh-huh.
Hurricane Katrina, it was a power outage, so your electric stove didn't work, man.
Right.
But we had that gas stove. So you hear that tick, 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 you put a match on top of a lighter.
Yeah.
There you go.
Chicken,
Voila.
macaroni.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We eat.
Yeah, Jake coming over your house. Oh yeah. Little.
They know about it. They know what we had, you know.
I got what's good.
Yeah, our neighborhood was pretty close, so like you could either go over to Jake's house or they come over yours. We grill.
Yeah.
We had the grill in the back, and we was just getting wood, trees that fell down, and we'll light that shit up and put a skillet on the grill.
All my shit was on.
Yeah, my shit.
You was up to Madison, all y'all stuff. But in Jake's neighborhood, Jake lights cut off easy too.
Everybody and their mama was grilling doing Katrina.
Yeah. With the skillet on there.
Acts 2:40. And with many other words did he testify and exhort, saying, save yourself from this untoward generation. So we gotta save ourselves. Untoward means perverse, wicked, unfair, right?
Yep.
In warped, man.
Yep.
So how we gonna save ourselves? Coming back to the law, statutes, commandments, coming back to Yahweh Shai, following this right doctrine. It's the only way you're gonna save yourself from this shit, man.
It's an easy solution.
Gun.
But Jake rebellious.
Rebellious.
Stubborn as bulls.
Hard.
Stiff neck.
Stiff neck.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Stone heads.
You gotta save yourself from this shit, man.
You get consumed up in it if you don't.
Yep.
Because it's all around us.
Because it'll trick you. And it's the majority.
Right.
It's all you hear.
Yep.
Like when you leave from the fellowship of the brothers and all that, and you go into your regular life, and you got a woman, she talking about the world.
Right.
Then the people that's in your neighborhood, if you in a neighborhood or on your job, whatever, they talking about the world and all the things they trying to do and shit. Like the brother say behind the camera, hey, you don't be careful, you end up getting wrapped up in it.
And then right now it got a so-called Christmas spirit out here, so you know.
Yep.
That shit, you gotta know what's going on, cause you get wrapped up in it. Like you get wrapped up in it.
Yep. Then, since we in the truth, we got the spiritual demon Satan, so it's those vibrations. He's sending them. Whatever you got, temptations and all that. So hey, you gotta stay locked in. You gotta stay on point.
Jake, see you. What's up, man? Soon as you give him a palm, he be like, Merry Christmas. You be holding on like, yeah, I can't let this go.
Somebody just bring you a gift out of nowhere and shit. Invite you to the Christmas party.
You think you want to give you a regular palm? You talking about Merry Christmas. You can't That grip be so tight when you try to get off that motherfucker, you can't even let go. Like, damn demon holding my hand. Yeah, man.
Psalm 58 verse 4. He said, "Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the death adder that stoppeth the ear."
Right.
Deadly, man.
That's him all day.
That's the poison of a serpent. And look at it. One thing about the poison of a serpent is that with certain snakes, they hit your ass. You only got like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Before that
oh,
shit go
They go
throughout
your
your
blood
blood
line.
and your organs start shutting down.
yeah, man.
Then you start going blind and shit, and then your ass through.
You're one of them ones that got all them colors on.
Yup.
When the shit, when certain, what it is, what color, when them bitches match, when they touch each other, that mud poison.
And you got
How this-
the
Black and
the
yellow
black-
killer fella.
the
Yeah,
black
yeah, yeah.
mamba.
That's
Red,
it.
Black, Fred, and Jack.
Yeah, you got it.
It's like a diamond head shape. They poison you.
But see, you know what? We ain't got time to be looking to see is it
Yeah, yeah.
down or is it right.
Yeah, nah, he is
You
a
ain't
snake.
got time. You know, that's how Esau is. Soon he came with the scripture.
Yep. And
He
it,
came slithering.
Come.
Snake.
Yeah.
and what it say about him in Revelation? It say it's that whore. Babylon is that whore who caused the whole earth to be under this fornication. So that's that poison. It's fornication, man. All right. It's done spread throughout the whole earth. Everything that it's doing, man.
That's right.
Talk about women need to be liberated and all this other shit. Since when were they in slavery? That's what I want to know. Men been going out of their wits for women since the beginning of goddamn time.
That's right.
When you read about Eve, Eve wasn't in slavery. Eve was talking to Adam, and Adam, all right, I'll take a bite of the apple. And after that, well, shit. Hey, Lord, the woman you gave me, she told me to eat the apple. I ate it, you know?
Day one.
Right. So, yeah, it's already going to show you all these things that Esau talking about, it don't even make sense. The woman was never in slavery. Esau was the only one that was treating his bitch bad as hell, man. Slapping the shit out of her, or going and sleeping with another man behind her back, telling her she can't do anything. Since when did Jake, we didn't do our women like that.
Right.
We never did them like that, man.
You created a whole genre of music dedicated to the woman.
Yep.
The 60s music, 70s music. He's singing our women the whole time.
That's all really, frankly, Jake want to do as a young man. And even when he get his age, like, hey, let's go with some ladies. She a pretty something, ain't she? hey, young lady. Hey, Jacob be a killer and swole. Just be. Hey, look here, you gotta be gentle with the ladies. That's how Jake talk. Esau don't talk like that. Esau kill women and children, man.
That's right.
It's never been that way with Jake.
That's right.
But see, this is the type of poison that he puts out there. You can't whoop the children. Because really, if you hit your child with a belt, of course, we still, you know, the average person still whoops their child.
Right.
The average Jake, at least. But really, in actuality, that's illegal. And if that child knew that they could call social services on your ass and tell them that you hit them with that belt, so social services can come pay you a visit and give you a warning, or either just take the child.
Especially if you leave whips on them. And if a teacher see it at school, and I think they're going to report it.
Yeah, they fold too.
Yeah, supposed to report it.
You smack your child on their shoulder or on their thigh, or what the scripture say, hit them on their side. It'll leave a handprint or a mark. You mean tell me you supposed to report this shit? And see, this is the poison that it's talking about. So now what happens in return? Your children grow up acting like Edomites. Fuck you, mom.
Yeah.
Screw you, dad. You've never been here anyway. You know, and just walk out.
Yeah.
And then walk away after while you talking to them. Hell no, man. Not the way that this get down. Children over here afraid they gonna kill you in your sleep. Nah, man. Children supposed to fear you, man. Then they grow up and then y'all can talk
Yeah.
man to man. You know, and now you got the respect. Now you got all that, and after your daughter grown up, she done got her husband. You talk to her husband, you talk to her daughter, real adult things are happening. But you've raised your children right, and now they've gone in the way that they supposed to go, and they didn't depart from it, man.
That's right.
But shit, Esau don't want you to have your child in any type of right way. Always the wrong direction.
This is Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
Right. So it's telling you, don't be like the average Jake who forget. Don't be the man who forgets that his enemy is his enemy. All right. Like one Jake said in the rap song, the same rap song actually, where he said, "I'll put that little baby on ice." Talking about he killed children. He also said, "I'm the type of dude be friends with the enemy." I said, man, this nigga here, we got to get rid of him. Like, we can't. Hey man, you can't let nobody like that have children, man. Multiply himself. Like, no, man. You just gotta take. That's why the scriptures had the death law. Like some people, you just can't let them have children, man. Multiply seeds of them, man. You gotta put some people down, man.
Right.
You know, but that's the thing. You can't be friends with the enemy. You can't be thinking that Esau is cool or anything like that. He's still Esau.
Hell yeah.
When
When the shit hit the fan, he gonna go with his sip. He
Right.
gonna go with his sip, right?
Show me one Edomite that took the rap for Jake.
Come.
Show me one. We can point out Jakes who took the rap for another Jake, or a woman who took the rap for her husband. All this other stuff, but you can't point out no Edomite that took the rap for a Jake, man.
That's right.
It ain't happening. He's your enemy, man. And I'd be cool with you too. Shoot. I'm not gonna be frowning in the kingdom of heaven. Edomites that's in the field picking watermelon, no shoes on, dirty as hell, getting whipped by Hamites. And I'm walking around with gold garments on, being carried and shit, because I ain't walking nowhere. But yeah, being carried and stuff, drinking the finest. and you think that I'm just gonna be frowning and showing my hatred just towards Esau when I see him working in the field? No, I'm gonna be grinning. Goddammit, I'm on top. That's why Esau ain't got a problem with you, man.
Right.
Or right to your face, cause you on top. Go ahead.
So like you got his company name on your shirt.
Exactly.
It's like when the big boss man walk in. He own the store and he see y'all working. He ain't finna say shit to y'all. You know what I'm saying? He proud of it. He like, shit, I got these niggas in here working in my stable, man. I'm walking here walking around.
Trump.
Yeah.
Trump owns a hotel chain line, right? But he want to build a wall for Issachar against Mexicans.
Right.
Who cleans all his rooms?
Right.
Mexicans.
Uh-huh.
So-called Mexicans.
Well, they're a cornball, bro.
he really is.
It says, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat.
Right, and it's telling you don't be too close to to your enemy. Now, of course, in this society, you gonna work with some, or some may even be so-called cool. You might end up going somewhere, and they there. Hey, keep that shit. Oh yeah, going on, all that. You never let them close to you, man. You never let them in. All right. Why? Because like it tell you, they gonna try to overthrow you, man, and everything that you got. All right. Just like, oh, go ahead.
Lest he seek to take thy seat.
Mm-hmm. Least he seek to take thy seat. Just like you say, Esau, of course he's cool when you got his company name, or you his assistant, or anything like that. But be that same person with the company name, but you pulled up in a Rolls Royce, and you got all these expensive watches and clothes on that he can't afford. And then you pull up in a Porsche. Then you pull up in a Ferrari the next day. Then you tell him about the new house you just got.
Right.
All this other stuff. What you think Esau gonna be thinking? Wait a minute, I'm not paying you that much, buddy.
Right, what
Yeah,
you gotta
he
be
gonna
doing
get
something
upset.
else, goddamn it.
He's gonna show the horns. Why? Because you're doing just as good, well, better than him. All right? When you move in a neighborhood and everybody looking out the blinds, they like, why? It
What
wasn't
the
supposed to
fuck?
be you.
Yeah, how the fuck you get over here?
All right. Next thing you know, somebody's coming with the cookies.
Right.
All right? Hey, what's going on? And they stay there hoping that you invite them in so they can look around and they can ask you questions. So what do you guys do?
Sounds familiar. Sounds like when Esau came to America, the Pilgrims, and the priest brought the cloth. You know, they had to find a way in. You know.
Mm-hmm. That's your enemy, man. Jake, you want to stay cool? You want to be in this? You want to follow him? Well, you're gonna follow him right to your death. Because he's not gonna let you get on top, man. You don't have a chance in hell to rule America, all right? And Northern Kingdom, you ain't getting the America's back, all right? So you calm your impoverished ass down. You ain't getting that shit back, all right? And Esau gonna make sure. This nigga building a wall on y'all, man. All that Issachar in Texas. And you got this damn devil walking around with your attire on. The cowboy hat and the boots, because he got it from them.
Right.
And way better. And he drinking tequila because they love tequila in Texas. Why? Because that was Issachar land.
Right.
And what y'all get Issachar? Not a goddamn thing. All right? You lost. And you ain't getting it back, man. Only way this place is gonna go is by destruction.
Verse 13, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh a wild beast, man? So hey, when you lay in the bed with Esau, man, and he basically bites you with that venom, we ain't gonna pity you, man.
Right. What it is, I'm a snake. You know what I'm saying? How you know what I'm saying? You know I'm a snake. How you know I'm gonna bite you?
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying? He a snake, so you know snakes bite.
Exactly. So you want
Right.
to hang around a snake, or hang around the devil and expect not to get deceived.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You gonna be like, shit, this motherfucker the devil. Lied to me again. You know, why do yourself like this?
Exactly. Shit, what you expect to happen? This is what you asked for. This Edomite, like told brothers yesterday, last night, this Edomite is worse than the big girl on social media who takes that picture from the upper side angle of her face to make it look like she's not fat, man. You know, tricking the hell out your ass, man.
Yeah.
I'm talking about deceiving men. He's way worse than that, man. All right? He's way worse. But with that, man, we're going to wrap it up. Lord will, you brothers were edified. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our elders, the apostles of Great Millstone, and honors to you brothers who are out there doing the work in sincerity and in truth. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. And with that, above! Kum Yashal! How about Shem Al Shabbat? Shalom.
Shalom.